why can't people be alone? Like, why is that such a hard concept to like grasp? And why do a lot of people think that being like people who are alone all the time or a lot of the time are weird? Because it's like there's a huge difference between being lonely and just being alone. Like, just because I'm alone doesn't mean I'm lonely. I actually feel better. Like, I'm so comfortable with myself that I actually feel better than when I'm with other people. A lot of the time. Because, like, when I'm with other people, and this is just, like, how it goes, like, when you're with other people, your energy is, like, all thrown off. Because it's just how it goes. I mean, I don't know. That's just how it goes. Like, your energy gets thrown off and you start to think different things that you wouldn't normally think if you were by yourself. I mean, that's just my perspective on it. But why can't, like, there's so many people in this world that, like, they just can't be alone. Like, they can't just sit in silence or walk in silence alone and be comfortable with that. It's like that just totally screams that you are not comfortable with you. Like, you always need to be doing something with anybody but yourself. Like, you need to be on your phone, or you need to go like, when you go somewhere, you have to bring someone with you. People do this with pets, like dogs, cats. Like, you don't need to do that. You can be alone in your own thoughts, and you could think logically by yourself without any outside influence. It's not hard. I mean, I guess it's hard for a lot of people, clearly, but yeah, people just can't be alone. And it's like, it's clear that there's something wrong inside of you where you cannot be by yourself for, like, a certain amount of time. Like, people do this with relationships all the time. They go from relationship to relationship to relationship. Like, they break up, they get back together. They do this, they do that. Like, they have friends here, friends there, friends there, friends there. They have this pet and that pet, and their dog dies, and they have to get another dog, like, so fast. Like, no, you don't. You can just sit by yourself and think about how you feel. But people can't do it. They can't do it. It's like, I don't know. For as long as I can remember, I've loved to be by myself. It's like the only time I'm with a logical person. It's like the only time, like, there's no, like, chaos and ridiculous stuff going on. All the time. Like, I know people can relate to this. Like, it's like when you're out somewhere and like I'm an extrovert. I mean, I'm kind of both, but like I'm an introvert. I like to be by myself, but like when I'm out and social, like I'm out. Like, my energy is high. People feed off my energy. I could literally talk to anybody. Like, anybody. I could make conversation with literally anyone. And I don't have a problem with it. It's fine. I could talk to kids, adults, really old people, kids my age. Like, I could just talk to anyone, like, about anything, because I'm comfortable with who I am. But it's like when you're out and you're just, I don't know, your social battery just like, you feel it starting to like go down, and you're like, oh, all right, I'm like getting ready to get out of here. There's a bunny on the sidewalk here. So many bunnies around here. But when you're out and your social battery just starts to run down, wow, he's real close to me. They know a good soul. It's all right. And yeah, your social battery just runs out and you're like, man, I got to get out of here. Like right now, I got to go. And I feel so rude about it sometimes because I'm like, why do I want to leave so bad? Like, can I just stay and tough it out? But then it's like when you stay and tough it out, you start getting moody and you start getting like antsy and you start saying rude stuff maybe, I don't know. But it's like, and then when you leave and you get home, it's like you get to breathe and you're like, oh man, like I don't have to do anything. I'm just here with me and it's nice. And for as long as I can remember, I've always loved that feeling of like walking, you know, obviously walking by myself, but just being alone in my house. And people just like can't do that. They just can't do it. They rely on something all the time. All the time, they just rely on, it's like the phone or people or friends or whatever. So, just like, and I guess it's just not for everybody, right? It's just not for everybody. Not everybody can just be alone and comfortable with themselves all the time. I get it. But if you can't, like, try. Like, try to just, like, think, like, with just you, and just think about how you feel about it. And just think. Like, just say to yourself, like, all right, like, I'm alone, and these are my thoughts, and this is how I feel, and that's it. And evaluate. Just please evaluate yourself. Like, a lot of the times you can be your own therapist. And you could really, like, you could figure stuff out. Like, nobody knows you more than you do, right? Like, you spend all day with yourself. So, like, when you feel a certain way, like, try and analyze that. Don't rely on someone else to figure it out for you. Like, you could ask for help. That's fine. Like, you could watch videos and try and get answers. But also, like, you have to interpret it for yourself, too. Like, you have to dig deep and find some answers. So, yeah, just try it. Like, and if you like to be alone, like, that's not bad. Like, that's not a bad thing. Like, that's a good thing.